Assalamu alaikum students. I am Miss Aisha Abid from Army Public School and College, Khanewal. I welcome you all in our class 9th subject biology week 6 by AppSex online support program. Our topic is 2 and your teacher is Miss Aisha Abid. Our topic today is components of human food, minerals, objective. We will be able to understand the concept of minerals as component of human food. Let's have a quick recap of what we have learned in our previous lesson. From the major components of food, our list was including carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals, and water. In our previous lesson, we have gone through the topics of carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. Fats, these are also called as lipids successfully. In our today's lesson, we are going to get a review about minerals. Minerals, they are inorganic elements that originate in the earth and cannot be made in the body. Just like we have seen in our previous lesson that proteins, they are made in our body by joining up small units known as amino acids. But in minerals, they cannot be synthesized in the body. So we have to get an uptake from the outside environment. Now, what is the role of minerals? They play important role in various body functions and are very much necessary to maintain human health. Sources of minerals. Sources, they are the points from which we can get a particular substance. Most of the minerals in human body, they comes directly from plants, water, and indirectly from animal food. Plants including green vegetables, banana, orange, strawberries, different fruits, including different fruits, and different vegetables, including broccoli, tomato, cucumber, and much more. A lot of minerals are taken from other animal foods such as meat, eggs, butter, cheese, etc. So let's discuss. Minerals, they have been divided into two main categories, including major minerals and trace minerals. Major minerals, they are required in the amounts of 100 milligram or more per day. These include minerals including magnesium, potassium, and sodium, including major part of the body. The rest of them are sulfur, magnesium, and phosphorus. Trace minerals, they are required in amounts less than 100 mg or 100 milligram per day. They including ferrous, phosphorus, zinc, manganese, copper, cobalt, and calcium. We will discuss them in our upcoming lesson. There are two main categories of minerals, including major minerals and trace minerals. In our today's lesson, we will discuss sodium, potassium, chloride or chlorine, calcium, phosphorus, magnesium, and sulfur. Trace minerals, we will be discussing them in our upcoming video lesson. Role of major minerals, as we know, the source of major minerals are different vegetables, fruits, and meats. We will discuss the role of each of them separately. First of all, sodium. It maintains the fluid balance in our body. The fluids in our body are water, sweat, blood, which are excreted from the body in the form of urine and sweat. And sodium also helps in absorption of other nutrients. The sources of sodium are cheese, either processed or cottage, buttermilk, butter, breakfast cereals, vegetable juice, specifically cane soup, ham, packaged shrimp. Now, coming towards potassium, it is also playing role in fluid balance in our body, and it also acts as a cofactor for enzymes. Cofactors, there are certain accessory elements which are required by enzyme to enhance the activity of enzymes. The sources of potassium are basically banana, different mushrooms, beans, almonds, avocado, tomatoes, etc. Chloride or chlorine, it is also playing role in the fluid balance in our body, and it is also a component of hydrochloric acid. This acid is present in our stomach, as we all know, which is giving the stomach the pH of 2. The sources of chlorine are tomatoes, leafy vegetables such as spinach, mint, olives, seaweeds, and rye. Magnesium and phosphorus, they are very crucial and important, and they play their part in development and maintenance of bones and teeth. The compounds from which we can get phosphorus are meat, fast food, cheese, seeds, milk, canned fish, cola drinks, a lot more vegetables including spinach, cocoa, Brazil nuts, pumpkin seeds, okra, broccoli, basil, dill, watermelon seeds, and much more, including sunflower seeds. So, these are the sources of magnesium and phosphorus. Let's have a look at this video to get the concept more clear.
Let us learn about minerals. Minerals, vitamins, and water are accessory food factors. They are sodium, calcium, potassium, magnesium, phosphorus, sulfur, and chlorine. Certain other chemicals are required in slightly lower concentration for performing useful functions. These include iron, copper, zinc, cobalt, manganese, iodine, and fluorine. Larger portion of certain minerals are concerned with bodybuilding activities such as formation of bones and teeth. Calcium, magnesium, and phosphorus. Trace elements and other minerals are useful in physiological activities such as oxygen transport, that is of iron, hormone synthesis of iodine, and intermediary metabolism of manganese, copper, zinc. Some of the elements remain as constituents of the body fluids. Chlorine, sodium, and potassium. Presence of certain minerals is essential for neuromuscular irritability. Presence of magnesium, sodium, and potassium. Blood clotting. Presence of calcium. Cardiac functions. Presence of potassium and calcium.
So that was all for our today's lesson. And let's have a quick recap what we have learned today. We learned about minerals. Minerals, they are inorganic compounds which cannot be synthesized in our body. So we have to get an intake from outside, and based on their structure and availability of minerals, they have been divided into two main categories: major minerals and trace minerals. In our today's lesson, we have learned more or much more about major minerals. These minerals, they are required in more than 100 milligrams or more per day. Major minerals, the sources of these minerals, they may be fruits, vegetables, water, and animal sources such as meat and eggs. We have learned today the roles of potassium, chlorine, which is also the part of hydrochloric acid, which is present in our stomach, sodium, which is the playing role in balancing of our body fluids, and it is also the sources of sodium are many seeds, rye, mushrooms, fish, and canned vegetables. Magnesium is also an important component of major minerals. It is taking part in balancing our body fluids and the maintenance and development of our bones and blood. Calcium, likewise, is also playing the same role in maintaining and development of our bones. Specifically, calcium is strengthening our bones so that the child may grow with stronger bones and teeth. Potassium, as we have already discussed, it is playing its role in maintaining the body fluid balance, and the sources of potassium are banana, mushrooms, seeds, different green vegetables such as spinach, mint, etc. So these are some major minerals which are taking part in our body maintenance and development. They are very crucial and they have to be taken outside in the amount of 100 milligrams or more per day. So that was all for our today's lesson. I hope you understand and enjoy today's lesson very much. So if you have any question, feel free to ask. Thank you so much for your attention. Allah Hafiz.